Mustangs. They're getting ready to take on Bishop Miege High School out of Shawnee Mission, Kansas.
They're on top of your screen. They're the white uniforms and their red helmets.
Fans, at this time, we invite all who are able to please stand and join in the singing
Take a break
of
now.
our national anthem.
Right back with you. After the performance of the national anthem from the Mustang Marching Band, we are getting ready to go.
Team captains for both teams will be out soon.
Captain for Miege tonight. Number 5, Frankie Gibbs on the tight end. Number 4, quarterback Marco Rodriguez. Number 16, Phil Jones, he's an offensive lineman. And number 52, Phil Kusosek, defensive lineman. Our captains for Miege is the lockout. Our captains for the Blue Valley North Mustangs, number 15, Quentin Wallace. Number 10, Dylan Sarna. Number 74, Jonathan Blackford. Number 70, Davis Weber.
And number 29, Tyshawn Robinson, the running back.
Quentin Wallace, number 25.
And he is loved by this whole team. I was told this week by many players. Get ready for Tyshawn as he walk out as a team captain tonight.
Ron Sutton, Virgil Smith, Scott Smart, Ryan Abbott, and Keith Gooch.
You'll notice that this
Mustang team captain lineup is comprised of mostly seniors. We've got 3 seniors out there. That is because it is senior night for Blue Valley North. It's the last home game of the regular season for the Mustangs. We'll see if it is for the postseason. We'll just have to wait a few games and wait to see how that plays out. But senior night for the Mustangs, pre-game, we had everyone lined up and announced, and during halftime, we'll have a special for the seniors as well.
an emotional night for those seniors that is their possibly last home game here at the District Administrative Complex, DAC. Bishop Miege is going to elect to receive the first half pick between the Mustangs and
kickoff.
Players exchange left. Sean Robinson making sure he gets a handshake with every single one of those players there. And he is running back. Before this game starts, I've got to say, this is a very important game for Blue Valley North. They've got 2 games left. If they win one of them, then they will play a similar ranked team to them in their close matchup. If they lose out, their next 2 games, this one against Miege and their next one against number 1 ranked Minus, and they're going to have to play number 1 ranked Minus. So it's very important to win in one of these games, as they don't want to play the number 1 team that they play for the first round of the playoffs. If the Mustangs can win in the next 2 weeks, possible teams among many others are DeSoto, Little High School, and Spring Hill are the most likely matchups currently. As the kickoff team is going to start lining up, led by Gabriel here. With his pink socks, supporting breast cancer awareness, as the Mustangs student section is in all pink outfit. Many donations being made for breast cancer awareness. And love to see all the players decked out in pink. Here's the kick.
Sails high, it'll go out to the 7, and it will be returned. Both of the Mustangs closing in on the return. They're going to bring them down at the 23-yard line. So the return from number 10, Jordan Ballard, the wide receiver.
Tackled by number 22, Aiden Bolton.
And Aiden Bolton closing in to stop Ballard behind the touchback line, that is the 25 for those curious. One of them, everyone that has already tuned in to the beginning of this game as we approach the first snap. This Bishop Miege offense is being led by number 4, Marco Rodriguez, the quarterback. He's been a leader all season for Bishop Miege. Snap, a little bit high. They'll hand it to the running back, who is almost immediately swarmed. So Vinny George, the running back, gets a few yards, about 3, before Henry Hauser, the defensive lineman, brings him down, along with some other Mustang defenders. Be on the lookout for Adam Long on the yes there. It says senior night, and he is certainly fired up. Rodriguez now wants to pass, but the line is blown up, and he's brought down. It's a sack. Braylon Johnson. Braylon Johnson used the pressure to his advantage and chased Rodriguez out of the pocket and to the turf. 3rd down and 9 for Bishop Miege. And now some noise from the student section. They're certainly hyped up. Look out to this wide receiver set, 4 out, and Rodriguez will want to pass. He's flushed out again, but he'll throw, and he finds his man. Taylor Jackson. A humongous game.
Marco Rodriguez pass.
Absolutely huge pass. Cross in the Mustang territory. More than 30 yards there in that position. And the dire situation turned good for the Bishop Miege Snacks. Haven't seen much running, they'll change that here. And immediately tackled behind the line. Vinny George, they try to give it to him again. But his fellow number 7, Owen Perkins. Drops him short. So 2nd and almost 11. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the refs market. Be on the lookout for Terry Jackson there at the bottom of your screen with the one-on-one matchup. Snap. Rodriguez wants to do a quick pass. Almost out of bounds, but will be a first down. with that carry, Michael Blount, sophomore,
To number 88, Michael Blount.
and a big sophomore, 6'2", 184 pounds. On the quick pass, Rodriguez is going to fool Mustang's defense and pick up a first down. So a very even matchup tonight. The Stags are 0-6, the Mustangs are 1-5. Mustangs number 50 ranked in the state. Stags number 36 has the ball is ripped loose by number 17 Gavin Dilly.
Pass complete to
Receiver number 2 Jeremiah Johnson falls on the ball before anything rash can happen. Good play by Gavin Dilly there. But as I was saying, the Stags 34 in Kansas, the Mustangs number 50. So history between these teams last year, week 1. North lost, and here a big run from Vinny George, shakes some tackles, and gets a big rushing game.
Vinny George, the ball carrier.
So as I was saying, the history between these teams, last year, week 1, it was all Bishop Miege. They triumphed over Blue Valley North, 54-14. Red zone snap from Rodriguez. They'll hand it back to Vinny George, who immediately runs right into Abel.
George gets the ball carrier. Tackled by the first man. Owen Workman. Also brought by
gain of only 1. Vinny George, they'll fake the handoff and pass right back to the big tight end, who will be caught hard by Gavin Dilly. So back to Michael Blount, Rodriguez goes, and Blount has another big gain on the play. Third and short, Richard Miege, closing him in the end zone. Crucial down from the Mustangs. And hand it to George, who is immediately swallowed up and a loss of yardage. Bishop Miege forced by guess who? It's Brandon Johnson again.
That brings up 4th down and 4.
Down with 4 yards to go. And it looks like the Bishop Miege kicking team is going to come out with a field goal. Not. Looks like the personnel change was made, but it was not the kicker. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. Receiver in motion, fakes the handoff to George Rodriguez. Is running out. He's got pressure. Finds a man wide open in the end zone. Miege touchdown. Michael Blount, who has dominated this whole drive, shows off his route running and pulls in a Bishop Miege touchdown. 6-0, Stags lead. Now the extra point attempt. Luke Whitmore, kicker of the punter, and it will sail. That is a good catch. Very accurate and increases the point differential to 7. Miscommunication, and it'll roll it back into the end zone. So it looks like both players are telling their teammates to go for the ball there. And it was Ashton Morgan back to receive. So a little bit of miscommunication. Not too bad for the Mustangs as it'll take them out to the 25. Correction will be the 15. Lark Anderson had a good game last week against St. James, though he did not throw for any touchdowns. The Mustangs threw a lot, threw 19 times. Anderson's completion was 10 for 19. So an overall good week for Lark Anderson. And now the referees will swap the ball further up. He's low, wants to hand it off to Tryban.
Tryban finds some room to run, and he's already loose. 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and on the first play of the drive, Frankie Tryban takes it all the way to the house. 80 plus for Frankie Tryban. All of a sudden, it is jumping here at the deck. Frankie Tryban has never ran for the touchdown in his high school career. And that'll be his longest run.
Incredible play design on that rushing play. Incredible blocking. This Mustangs team is fired up. It's their senior offensive line's night. Now Gabriel here for the kick to tie up this game. However, before it can be kicked, the refs will call unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs. We'll see if the kick gets pushed back. It will not. It will be enforced on the kickoff. Now here's kick. It's low and going south. As the score remains 6-7. Multiple additional defenders crashing down on that play. That's here and down.
Good energy radiating the Mustang sideline. We can all feel it.
And after a shutout last week against St. James, where the Mustangs were not able to put up any points, they flipped the narrative, and on the very, and I mean very first play of the Mustangs drive, Tryban gets loose for an 80-yard run. No one can catch up to him. Now, number 9 for Miege, CJ Hess was close, but could not match Tryban's speed. Here's the kick from here. This one gets pushed by the wind. It'll roll out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So what could have been out to 25 is instead of 35 after 10 yards are pushed back from the unsportsmanlike conduct. Mustangs struggled with the same penalty against Valley West, and quite frankly it cost them the game, breaking that matchup. A very close game. Let's squeak one out. And they credited it to and it seems like an error from the referees here. They're going to add Gabriel here again. So it seems that the referees made an error on how far back send the kickoff team after the This kick is much better than last time. They get picked up, and the returner picking up some speed, finding some room, still not down, only a gear between them, pressing the field, and he is finally brought down by Aiden Holton. Terry Jackson, a lift field return, and he caught that around the 30 and takes it to the other 30. So Terry Jackson, two big plays, big impact plays for Bishop Miege. Very different from his performance last week against Cardinal Ritter High School. Had a much quieter performance. He changed that this week. 4 receivers is what Marco Rodriguez is looking at. Benny George is in the backfield there. And they'll fake it. They'll find an open man. And will he be brought down? Yes, he will. And the Mustangs, the 11, Jeremiah Johnson takes it far for a first down. Stats. So it is now first and goal. 8 yards to go. In this first quarter, both teams have already scored. Now Rodriguez fakes the pitch. Frank Hall is right there chasing down. Will he get him? No, he will not. Marco Rodriguez using his feet to jump and reach into the end zone for a rushing touchdown. So Marco Rodriguez striking right back after the big run from Blue Valley North. 7-point difference after the missed extra point. We'll see if it'll be 8 here. Whitman's kick almost blocked, but it is good.
Extra point is good.
Miege already with 14 points on the day. Free man back to receive for the Mustangs. Bishop Miege bringing down Sarna. Now Sarna's senior night as well, don't forget that. All of these boys in 12th grade playing with a little chip on their shoulder. He's a junior. Nothing to lose, really. They'll hand off to Augustus. Augustus is going to find a hole. Won't get as far as Tryman just did, but he will gain 5 yards on the play. So Augustus, even young sophomore, he'll check out of the game, and there's Tryman. Give him a little bit of a break after the big rush and 2 kickoff returns. 4 receivers, unusual set for Mustangs. They'll pitch it to Tryman. Now Tryman's going to pick up some speed. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Referees are looking at a block in the backfield. and it will be on the Mustangs.
Cody, offense. Take off another move from the other line of scrimmage.
So what could have been a close gain, at least close to the first down, it gets sent back far. A holding penalty for Blue Valley North. 2nd and 14. 5 minutes and ticking. Now there's still some time to run, but I will look for a pass. And Anderson will look to the air, and he will find Quentin Wallace. He's going to push down his man, tries to escape, but 2 men for Miege are better than 1. And then Fusip brings down Hugh Wallace. 3rd and 7.
Try to just be a little louder, because you're getting cut off. It's fine to be loud.
Now Anderson looking to pass again, and he's got a man. One man to get the first down, and Mustangs will get the first down. Incredible effort from the tight end, Zaya Hill. He fights through the contact and gets a 3rd down on 3rd and long. Mustangs first down. Anderson gonna hand his try-ban here. Try-ban. Got 3 defenders there. Looking in frustration, and I would be frustrated too if I had to match up against try-ban. He is a tough one to bring down.
Gain of 5 on the play.
2nd and 5 now for Blue Valley North. And Anderson, after only passing for 59 yards last game, is on pace to smash. Seems like the rest of the season it's been great to see him get more comfortable with this offense. As another hand up to Triban. Triban had a convoy of blockers. Oh, he gained a few there. Gotta bring up 3rd and 3.
Third down.
And some beautiful football weather tonight. It's about 65 degrees outside. However, it will drop to high 50s towards the 4th quarter. So, enjoy the weather while it lasts, Mustangs. Because it's going to get cold. Now Anderson, 4 wide receivers again. And he will find Quentin Wallace for a first down. Quentin Wallace fighting, picks up 4 yards. And Mustangs have completely caught Bishop Miege off guard. They do not know what to do as this offense is a rushing offense. Miege is having some trouble adjusting. As Anderson, perfect completion rate so far. Hopefully the announcer's jinx doesn't affect him here. As he'll set Triban in motion, but he'll hand it to Augustus, who bounces off the defensive lineman and picks up a few yards before he's yanked down by number 28, Isaac Russell. Runner will check out the game there. And Zaya Hill now checking on. He has had a few good games, but been relatively quiet for most of the season. But again, Stags are quite surprised by this BBM passing. And now Caden Augustus is going to rush for a few yards and bring it 35. North is decently making their way down the field, but this 3rd down is going to be crucial if they want to stay in the game. As Miege leads not by 7, but by 8. If they do score, it'll be interesting to see if they want to go from 2.
Bobby Knight on the screen. He's got a one-on-one with plenty of space to run. They'll pitch it to Augustus. Augustus balls it. He runs hard with it. Picks up the first down. So pitching play, very favored by Coach Ian Weir. He has confidence in his offensive linemen and his pulling guards. It's a good thing to have. Bobby Knight again has got a one-on-one.
This transfer a long time ago.
Matched up against C.J. Hess. Miege. And Denzel's going to pass. He's looking towards Knighton. He floats it up high for Wallace. Just misses. Good coverage by the defender. Quinn Wallace isn't able to haul it in. Anderson's first incompletion of the night.
We really like speed plays for the night because sometimes you get cut off in sometimes because the noise gate is that strict. How's this? Just try not to scream.
Anderson. Try-man in motion and Augustus in the backfield wants to keep it on his own. The refs will blow the play dead before anything can start.
This possession is over. This possession is over.
Be a full start on the offense. Push back. It's now second and long. And tricky situation for Anderson. In comes Zaya Hill. Out goes Caden Augustus. Bottom of your screen, one-on-one. Top of the screen, another one-on-one with Zaya Hill. There will be a handoff. And the handoff will recover the ground that was lost. Try-ban. Always a reliable source. You want some quick yardage. Still 3rd and 12, though. That will be the end of quarter one. When we come back, the field will be flipped. And it'll be 3rd and 12 Mustangs. We want to thank everyone for tuning into the broadcast. 32 people tuned in right now for this big game. Blue Valley North versus Bishop Miege. Now coming back out. We do 3rd and 12. Anderson does run a pass. Pocket collapses. He'll throw on the run. It's tipped. Almost intercepted. Ball to the ground. Now 4th and long for the Mustangs. Tricky choice here. Looks like there is going to be some discussion whether William should go for it or not. Yeah, they still have some decent ground to cover. They can't make this first down happen. And this is just a long-range kick for here. Looks like North does want to go for it. Here's what it comes down to on this drive. 4th and 12. Anderson takes the snap. He's looking long. There's pressure coming through. And he's looking for Try-Ban, but Try-Ban doesn't see it. And an incompletion means turnover on downs. Score will stick 14-6. Rodriguez wants to throw. He's got a man open.
Run for a few yards.
Jordan Ballard.
Number 2,
Apologies for the audio mistake. It is now fixed, or at least it should be. Now, 2nd and 7 for Rodriguez. Bishop Miege, mainly a passing offense. Not what they'll do here. They'll hand it to the running back who gets some room and gets the first down. Adam Wong is going to stop him. He will pick up first down. So last week, with Miege, went against Cardinal Ritter Prep High School in St. Louis, Missouri. They got crushed 48-10. However, Cardinal Ritter Prep is the number 3 team in Missouri. So even matchups here in this game. We've seen it so far. And a double reverse for Miege, and it looked like it worked. Some decent yardage. It eventually goes to Taryn Jackson, but not before it's handed off to Jordan Ballard and pitched back to Jackson. So some trickery brings up a first down. Stags. Correction, the referees will mark it short. 2nd down. Rodriguez does want to pass and finds a man still running. He's going to be chased down with a big tackle and the ball comes loose. Refs don't. Did the refs blow it dead? We'll see. Looks like they did. Ball came loose there. Guess who caught that one? Michael Blount on the big gain. Ball came loose, but the referees say Blount was down. Now, number 97, Henry Hauser, and number 33, Hampton Stites, checking into the game. Rodriguez, 5 for 30 and 2 interceptions last week, 0 touchdowns thrown. Bad week last week. He's making up for it in this game so far, as this run will be stuffed. They give it back to Nick Navasez. Owen Perkins, the senior, brings him down, stops the gain. 2nd and goal, about 11 yards to go. If the Stags want to find the end zone and extend this to a 2-possession game. Shifting Mustangs defense. Looking to Blount. Rodriguez misses him. Good coverage from number 16, Matthew Harrington. And that's some sophomore on sophomore coverage. Matthew Harrington and Michael Blount, both sophomores. Matthew Harrington, the better sophomore on that rep at least. And looks like North is going to call a timeout. Weir didn't like what he saw. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this first half of play. It's 3rd and 11 yards to the end zone. And this is a big play. Could affect the tide of the game later on, depending on the outcome here. Now, Luke Whitman is a good kicker and punter. Stags may trust him to go for the field goal if they do get stopped here. There's no saying they won't be, though. We'll see what happens. Luke Whitman, a better punter, though. Last week, punted 9 times in the bad loss, an average of 31 yards per punt. So not half bad, Luke Whitman. Here's Rodriguez. He'll likely look for the end zone here. 4 receivers running. Fakes the pitch. There's pressure. Rodriguez is going to loft it to an open man, but broken up. Number 3, Hunter Mayer, breaks up the would-be touchdown. So Rodriguez sails it over to number 23, Jaden McDaniel, the wide receiver. So now on 4th down, Miege will kick it to try to extend this to a 2-possession lead. Here's the kick. There's pressure coming in, and the kick is good. Now, Whitmore making this game 17, Miege 6, North. Nevertheless, it's still loud here with this student section. Have no doubt. 3 men back to receive. It'll be the same 3. Triban, Sarna, Morgan. Morgan had a friendly little discussion with the referee there. And look at Triban's advance there. He used to be the middle returner. This week it'll be Sarna. Sarna has got some drip to him. Got pink socks, pink wristbands. And here's the kick. That's certainly some drip for a kick return touchdown, but it will not be returned. It'll be in the end zone, making it a rule touchback. So a good rule implemented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Increases the safety of our players. Here's the handoff. Stuffed at the line. Number 52, Finn Cusick of Miege, bringing run to a halt. 6'2", 231 frame on Cusick. Hard to get past that D tackle. 2nd and 7. Brought up here. Triban is going to hand it off. Correction, Triban's going to receive the handoff. A few yards gained. Now just 2 yards to get this first down. Now reminder, it is senior night tonight. It will broadcast the halftime show with the seniors instead of our regular halftime screen. Big 3rd down here. Anderson sets Triban in motion, and he will hand it to him on the sweep. Triban is going to make his way for the first down. Big thanks to everyone watching tonight. A lot of Mustang football parents in here. Appreciate all of your support. Now Augustus in the backfield. Anderson will give it to him. And Augustus is brought down relatively quick. Number 35, Jaden Contreras. Ripping up Augustus. Hayden Augustus has got a bright future ahead of him. Sophomore on the varsity team. He had some varsity reps as a freshman as well. Not nearly as many, though, as this season. Second and 7. Anderson wants to keep it, but that play is read by Miege, and Anderson will be stopped for a loss of yardage. Still 3rd and 7. Only lost a few inches there. Now another 3rd down play. That's going to need to be converted. Mustangs want to close this lead from 1 possessions. Anderson does want to throw. There's a lot of pressure coming in. He scrambles. He's still up, but he is brought down, knocked down hard by number 33, Nicky Ratton. Nicky Ratton, the linebacker, had an interception last week in the 48-10 loss versus Cardinal Ritter Preparatory. The Lions of St. Louis. That's a faraway game to travel to. Especially on a short week that Miege is on. Here's the punt. The punt is high, and it'll be fallen on. So not good at all for the Mustangs. Gavin Dilly falls on the punt before it can be picked up. Meaning excellent 1st and goal position right off the start of the drive for Bishop Miege. Not at all what is wanted from Blue Valley North. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Rodriguez and his men are going to walk out here. 7 yards to the end zone. It's 1st down. Anticipating a pass as this dominant passing offense likes to play. Will not be. They'll give it to Vinny George, who shakes some tacklers, but can't make it in to the end zone. He brings it within 2 yards, though. And it seems like this touchdown's inevitable. But we'll see what the result is here. Rodriguez hands it to George again, who is immediately stopped. Gabe Watson stopping Vinny George right where he stands. Frank Hall also got a piece of that tackle. He is also really good at showing up. He's clutch in big moments. Now 3rd down. And timeout loudly called by Miege's coach, John Holmes. We could hear him all the way from up here in the press box. He certainly didn't like what he saw with this Mustang defensive formation. Well, back to the drawing board for the Sags. What this means, though, is that we're about to have a big drawn-up play here. Both teams giving the other a breather. They'll both be ready to go and fired up. We're about to get some must-see football. Now, don't forget this playoff scenario. I've said it once, but certainly needs to be said again. If the Mustangs lose out,
they'll play number 1 Aquinas. If they win one and lose one, or win out, they'll play a team with similar rankings to them. So that's certainly what is wanted for Blue Valley North here. Rodriguez went out to some of his players. North doing the same. Rodriguez wants to pass. He finds a man, but it is broken up. Intended for number 5, Peter Gibson. But guess who else was there? Matthew Harrington. He's been having himself a game on coverage. Absolutely seatbelting his Bishop Miege receivers. And he will himself will force a kick. Here's Luke Whitmore. Kick fell on and blocked by the Mustangs. So the score will remain 17-6 after a big block from Henry Hauser and company. And what a way to get in there and cause some ruckus. Lots going on for the Mustangs tonight. It's also the debut of the fall play, Blue Valley North, the Outsiders, which is currently going on right now. Started at 7, the same time as this football game. So Blue Valley North having a big night. Anderson hands it to Tryban. Tryban with some hesitation. He'll run, and he'll be brought down quickly. Number 28 for Miege, Isaac Eschelbrenner. Now, still 2nd and 10 after run gets stuffed. Mark Anderson's been having a good day. They're pulling back the passes with him. Pulled it back with this last drive, and it looks like they're doing the same here. However, only one play has been ran. Don't want to assume it. Here's 4 receivers out. Anderson does want to throw, but it is dropped. Josiah Hill had it in his hands. Couldn't finish the catch there. So it'll remain the same. 3rd and 10. Now, it's almost certain that the Mustangs have got to go to the air here. Don't want to give Miege the same positioning he gave him on the last drive. After the punt, after the snap was high, gave Bishop Miege excellent position. Now Anderson wants to throw. He's got some pressure, and he is brought down hard. Celebrating and waving his hands is number 55, Devin Davis. 6 foot, 255 pounds. Now the Mustangs are going to punt again. Still a 2-possession game after the blocked kick. As this break is taken, talk about the performance from the Mustangs defense last week. Though they lost 0-28, Adam Wong had himself a game. He had a few tackles on the day, but his average this season for tackles, he's averaged 11 tackles per game. So Adam Wong, impacts player for this defense, he's had a few on the day-to-day, relatively quiet in the main run. Now the Mustangs are going to punt. Punting out of the back of the end zone, almost all the way out. Returning this, Taryn Jackson. Another high snap, but this time able to make the jump and catch the snap. And down at the 25, Aiden Bolton. Make sure it can't take another unlucky bounce for Blue Valley North. Now, the reason I say this is still an evenly matched game, and I'll stand on that. Blue Valley North 1-5, Bishop Miege 0-6. Bishop Miege does have the better ranking. And they did play some harder opponents this season. However, Blue Valley North has snuck away with that win. Now Rodriguez is going to hand it off and quickly stops right behind that line of scrimmage. It's Gabe Watson. Now 2nd and 11 after Gabe Watson shows up. Make no mistake. Still 2nd down, the Stags certainly know how to run themselves a pass. As Rodriguez does want to pass, he'll be flushed out of the pocket, and he'll throw on the run, almost completes it, but no, it's bobbled. And what a way to extend the play by Rodriguez. It looked like he was running out, but he somehow found his man. It was Vinnie George, but Gabe Watson was there again and forces an incompletion. Now Rodriguez wants to pass again, tries to find his man, but Matthew Harrington's on him. Referees will throw a flag, though. Looks like pass interference, but we'll wait for the official call. Matthew Harrington did get a little handsy there. And it will be holding on the Mustangs' defense. 10-yard penalty, but because it was 3rd and 11, it won't result in a first down. 3rd and 1 for Bishop Miege. And that is a breath of fresh air for the Stags. A much more manageable 1 yard, the first down, rather than 11. Now Marco Rodriguez takes the snap, hands it to Vinnie George, and Vinnie George escapes from some tackles, gets the first down, but he's brought down hard by Gavin Dilley. Gavin Dilley certainly showing off some strength this game. He's had a number of big tackles where he just popped a defender. Blue Valley North stacking the box. 2 one-on-one matchups. And Rodriguez is going to look right towards those matchups, but not before he faces some pressure. A flag in the backfield. Rodriguez is going to run it on his own. And he'll get hit from Adam Wong. So the flag was in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be holding. But again, we'll wait for the official signal. Ref points towards Bishop Miege. Some claps from this Blue Valley North crowd. Referees will call holding. The chain gang is showing first down. It is not first down. Could be 3rd down here. So, redoing 3rd and 1. Receiver in motion. Tries a quick pass to him. Rodriguez facing pressure. He'll float it, but just misses Vinnie George. Incomplete pass. It looks like it was first down on that last play. It'll just be 2nd and goal. However, it'll be long. So the first down's going to count for Miege. but they will be pushed decently back there. 20 yards to the end zone. Rodriguez takes some time before the snap. He wants to throw deep, but overthrows his man by just a pinch. Ashton Morgan on the coverage, showing the incomplete sign himself. So 3rd and long for Bishop Miege here. What started off with some quick attacks from both offenses has quickly turned into a defensive matchup. Both defenses showing up big. Timeout taken. Blue Valley North taking their second timeout. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Looks like Miege is playing it smart here and bleeding some clock. They are ahead. There's no need for them to score. However, Blue Valley North does receive the kick following the second half. Meaning if Blue Valley North can get this stop and score, then they are sitting pretty in terms of catching back up and winning this game. Not get ahead of ourselves, though. It's 3rd and 21 yards through the end zone. As both teams come back out, temperature is dropping. 56 degrees right now. Rodriguez in this chilly weather takes the snap, facing pressure. He runs. He wants to throw deep, throws into double coverage, and Jeremiah Johnson was there, but the Mustang defenders were also there. It's 4th down. And a long kick for Luke Whitmore here. He's certainly capable, but watch out there for this Mustangs front line. They just blocked a field goal on the most recent attempt. They'll get in on it again, but they won't get a hand on it. And the field goal will be good. Bishop Miege, 20. Blue Valley North, 6. Luke Whitmore is a crucial player for this team. Certainly got a leg to him. 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Crunch time for Blue Valley North. Here's the kick right after nailing that field goal. Luke Whitmore comes right back out. Time for his kickoff. Kick is off, and wow, that is a far kick. Sails right to the end zone for the ruled touchback. No time taken away from that clock. 1 minute and 13 seconds. And the Mustangs have 80 yards to march. However, if you were here for the first play of the first drive for the Mustangs, you know that Triban has it in him to pick up 80 yards. Just most recently had an 80-yard touchdown. Took it right to the house, and he broke some tackles for it too. Now Anderson is going to roll out. He looks downfield, can't find his man. Throws an incomplete. Playing some safe football. No need for any foolish turnovers, but there might be a need for a score. Because of the field goals because of the 2 field goals instead of touchdowns, More manageable of a score margin, and still 2 possessions. So, really clutch performance from Blue Valley North's defense. They'll hand it to Triban. Triban has some room to run, but he is picked up right away by Daniel Neenan. Daniel Neenan last week, talking about long plays for 6. Daniel Neenan had a long pick 6 last week. It was the only touchdown that Miege was able to score. Now, with 47 seconds to go, Blue Valley North is going to take their final timeout. Taking a break. Let's look back on Frankie Triban's stats just last game. 20 carries for 104 yards. Not half bad. Having a good game so far. This Blue Valley North student section is sticking. Still a lot of game to play left. We've got a half and just under a minute. And now the Stangs are back out here. Stangs versus Stacks. Say that 20 times in a row. Tongue twister. Now Anderson. Triban in the backfield and 2 receivers. Anderson wants to throw, but the cornerback blitz comes in hot. Daniel Neenan was lined up in coverage there against Bobby Knighton, but flew off of that line right into Lark Anderson. And he was hyped up after that. He was jumping up and down with the rest of his defensive line. Now 4th down for the Mustangs. Time is ticking down with 15 seconds to go. And we'll see if Mustangs even need to punt this here, if they can let it bleed. Looks like they will. Players will walk towards their sidelines, and that'll mark the end of the first half. Mustangs 6, Bishop Miege 20. Mustangs are going to take the delay of game and allow that clock to bleed. And it looks like the Mustangs were just 1 second off of allowing this game to end. 1 second left on the clock, and I'm sure this will be it. Referees certainly are stopping the game a lot. The end of the first half. Now they'll spot the ball even closer to the end zone. And uh-oh, look out for a big touchdown here. Obviously, I'm joking, as Anderson's going to line up in kneel formation. He will take the knee. No pressure faced from Miege. And now we will enter halftime. Coming up, some performances from the North Stars dance team and the Mustangs marching band. And we are back. It's time for the second half of play. Bishop Miege leading by 14. It's a 2-possession game, but don't be mistaken, the Mustangs are playing with some heat this game. They are not down. Here's the kick. It'll sail through the back of the end zone. And they'll take over at the 20. Here come the Mustangs offense, fresh off of the halftime break. Get ready for some explosive play. Gene Weir and his guys, apologies. Gene Weir and his guys have been cooking today. He's loved the pass. However, recently, as you saw there, he's been switching back to that running game. These passes are going. Do not be mistaken. 2nd and 9. Here's Anderson. He's got a lot of receivers out. Miege showing blitz. Anderson pitches it to Triban. Triban meets a wall of defenders, and he'll be stopped before he can get anywhere. Picks up 2 yards, but not enough to pick up that coveted first down. 3rd and 7. And the Mustangs are going to need to go for a pass soon. Here's Anderson. Another blitz from the corner. And it works. Anderson's flushed out of the pocket. Gonna look to pass. He'll find a man, Quentin Wallace, but pushed out of bounds before he can make contact with that ball. No call from the referees. Meaning it'll be 4th down and Mustangs are going to punt. Here comes the punter, Gavin Dilly. The headhunters here, Ashton Morgan and Luke Prosser, there to bring down the returner. Snap is good, but the kick is tipped. Correction, the punt is tipped. That punt will therefore be short, and it'll roll out at the 29-yard line. So it looks like that ball might have been tipped off the backside of one of the Mustangs' own men. So certainly disaster on this first drive for Blue Valley North. That defense coming right out. Henry Hauser, the nose. And Rodriguez is going to do a quick pass to Michael Blount. Gabe Watson pushes him out of bounds before he can reach for that first down. 2nd and inches. Referees will mark it 2nd and 2 instead. Now, wide receivers everywhere for this Miege setup. 3 wide receivers, 3 one-on-one matchups. But Rodriguez is going to give it to the running back, Vinny George. George finds some room, gets that first down, but looks like that ball came loose. And who fell on it? None other than the Mustangs. Mustangs force the fumble against Vinny George and take over. That is a key play. Braylon Johnson himself rips that ball out. And Lark Anderson, right about where he left off, just about 10 yards behind. When the situation seemed bad, Braylon Johnson comes up clutch. Now from his own 10, Anderson takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He wants to throw deep, but he's got pressure. He lets it fly to a wide open Bobby Knighton, and incomplete. Bobby Knighton was wide open, but Braden Lane, the defensive back, comes flying in and forces the incompletion. An incredible play from Braden Lane. That ball just had a little bit too much hang time. So a good pass and a good route from Bobby Knight, and the Mustangs offense didn't do anything wrong on that play. It was just Braden Lane flying in, making that play for the Stags. Now Anderson this time just going to hand it to Triban. Triban, he'll make it past the defensive line, but the linebacker core is going to stop him. 3rd and 6. Looking like a much tighter set for North here on this 3rd down. Miege is going to anticipate a run. They'll stack the box. They'll rush one. Anderson wants to throw, though, and he finds a man. A big gain to Bobby Knighton. Brings up the 1st down. And after a previous incompletion on that long pass to Bobby Knighton, Anderson will go back to him just a little bit shorter, and he'll easily get that 1st down. Well, the Mustangs had gone a few drives without a 1st down conversion. They pick one up there, and it looks like they might get one again. A strong run from Frankie Schreiban, pushes a man to the ground and stays up. He might go all the way. Yes, he will. Frankie Schreiban knocks a man to the turf and walks over him, takes it 76 yards for a Mustangs touchdown. Frankie Schreiban, have yourself a night, an 80-yard touchdown, and right after it, a 76-yarder. Here's Gabriel Aguirre with the kick. The kick is through. The one they call Gabo Aguirre sails it through, and it's a 7-point game. Frankie Triban, an absolute beast, displays his strength, knocks a man right to the ground, and runs hard, outruns the safety all the way to the casa. And colleges better start turning their heads over to Blue Valley North. This simply cannot be ignored. Frankie Triban, a senior. Those offers have got to start coming in. Makes a return for Miege after the big touchdown. Taryn Jackson and Jordan Ballard. Gabo Aguirre kicking it off after the successful extra point. Kick will sail to the right and out of bounds, drawing a flag. What an explosive play. And that is why Frankie Triban is an impact player on this team. He scores a touchdown on the first drive of the game. Then Miege scores a few unanswered. It starts to look bad. Frankie Triban says, "Don't worry, guys. I'll do it again." Pops off for another run of over 75 yards. Due to the penalty, the Miege Stags, correction, not the Stangs, that's Blue Vine North. The Stags are going to start at the 35 here. Rodriguez does want to pass. Got pressure, and so he'll take it on his own. Aiden Bolton brings him down. Henry Hauser had some extra contact on him there. Looks like the referees weren't able to see that. Second and inches, and Vinny George is in the backfield. I'm sure they'll give it to him. They will, but guess what? Almost stopped. Now Vinny George is going to break loose. There is a flag on the play. Vinny George was slowed down right behind the line of scrimmage, but he'll break a tackle and escape for a rush of 20 yards. But it looks like the referees will signal the penalty towards Miege. So holding on the offense will erase the gain by Vinny George. Vinny George, the young sophomore, proving himself. And it's hard not to pop off for good runs if you're behind this Miege offensive line. Some real tall men here. Now, Rodriguez wants to pass far, but he's got pressure. Looks like he's going to run it on his own. Initiates contact, and Matthew Harrington, the corner, rushes in and brings Rodriguez down before he can reach that first down line. 3rd and 4. And remember, this game is crucial for the Mustangs if they want to get a desired playoff matchup. Temperatures here rapidly dropping. We're down into the 50s here at the District Administrative Complex, as some may call it the DAC. Receiver in motion. He'll go back. Now Rodriguez wants to pass. Incredible heads-up play. Gabe Watson forces the 4th down. Michael Blount was wide open there. Gabe Watson tears his way in, and no look, knocks it down. Back to return this punt, Dylan Sarna. And only rushing 3, a safe man formation for this punt. There's pressure. They won't get to Whitmore. The punt is going to take a bounce Miege's way, and it'll be down at the Mustang 35. So here we go. Big play from Triban. Big play from Gabe Watson. And now the Mustangs are just 75 yards. Correction. Mustangs are only 65 yards away from perchance tying this game. And Lark Anderson, lots of offensive linemen there. They will hand it to Triban, and Triban will make his way through the fog and pick up about 7 yards there. He'll pick up 8. It's 2nd and 2 already. And Triban had a career-long touchdown on the Mustangs' first drive. With another 76-yard touchdown, he might be having a career game. He'll get knocked down there, right at the line of scrimmage, bringing 3rd and 2. Number 12, Grant Kellerman. Going to bring him down, stopping Triban from getting to that first down. Mustangs are only 1 yard away. And it looks like it's going to be a run here. Stags stacking the box. They won't be able to stop Triban. And guess who got through? Triban. Another big run. Frankie Triban is not human. Frankie Triban is a force of nature. The Mustangs are all the way to the Bishop Miege 27. And on all three of these big rushes from Frankie Triban, he's down. He stops moving, he's wrapped up by a defender, and like a miracle jumps out of the tackle. Now they'll hand it to Augustus, who also is going to pop up for a big run and a first down. And these chains are moving. The chain gang getting some cardio in. 15 yards to the end zone. The Mustangs have marched 50 yards in just a few minutes of play. 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Augustus still in the backfield, giving Triban a break. Now it'll be a keeper for Anderson. Anderson shakes some tackles and is stopped by the linebacker core. It'll be number 35, Jaden Contreras, hitting Anderson down. Got a solid gain of 2. Guess who's back in that backfield? Triban. Two receivers, 2 tight ends. They'll hand it to Triban on the outside run. He won't get far. Matter of fact, may have lost some yards. No, he won't. He'll gain a yard. So the gain of 1. It is 3rd and 7 for Blue Valley North. All of a sudden, we're in another important area of the game again. And it is tense between all the fans here. Not just Mustang fans. Over in the Bishop Miege stands, seems like everyone's holding their breath. As Anderson takes the snap, he wants to throw. He's looking deep to Sarna and finds Sarna. Or did he? What will the referee say? They're going to call it a touchdown. Rolling back from the dead. The Mustangs have made their way. And guess what? We are 1 extra point away from a tied game. Sarna, the toe tap, gets in a dime from Lark Anderson. Perfect offensive chemistry this game. Here's the kick from Gabo. It's blocked. So the score will remain 19-20. And I know you guys can't quite see, but if you look on the bottom right of your screen, we have some dancing and some cheering as the Mustangs are back. Coming out of this half, 6-20. Mustangs, 13 unanswered points. And make no mistake, though, the Mustangs are still down. After the blocked extra point, it's 19-20. And to all 30 of you that are here, I hope you're just as excited as we are, as this game is a close one. kick from Gabo sails, unfortunately, out of bounds. So the flag will be thrown, and Miege will get some good field positioning. Well, looks like the penalty won't be just out of bounds. Be a personal foul, and the kick is going to have to be redone. Second kick tonight that they've made repeat on, that they being the referees. Oh, Gabo Aguirre gets another chance here at the kick. However, he is pushed just a little bit further back. Both sides ready. Aguirre sails it right down the center. What a kick out to the 10. Returner finds a hole, but he's brought down. He almost made it through, but Nathan Okara pulled him to the ground. Out at the 43 are Bishop Miege. Marco Rodriguez. He's ahead this game by 1, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. Environment here, it feels like the Mustangs are winning. Obviously not the case. Abe Watson came up clutch on the last defensive drive and earned this in to a 1-point game. They'll hand it to Vinny George on the outside run. George has some room, and a flag is thrown. Like it'll be holding, but don't want to guess anything early. So the run for Vinny George gets some decent yardage. And it will be holding on Bishop Miege. So first and long for the Stags. Chants break out from the Mustang student section for the first time tonight as the hype is back. Rodriguez down far is going to hand it off to George. And it looks like it is a good choice as Vinny George breaks loose and gets real close to that first down marker. Second and short after a strong run from Vinny George. And that's the one thing the Stangs haven't found an answer for yet this game. So both teams coming off of a loss, both teams coming off of large losses, and they are turning it up now. Another hand up to George, blown up. Aiden Bolton flexing his muscles. He shoots through the gap and brings down George, popping him to the grass. 8 yards to go for the first down. And I said the Mustangs didn't have an answer for Vinny George. Well, Aiden Bolton did on that play. Now, going again. 4 receivers out. Gabriel Rodriguez doesn't like what he sees. Talking to his receivers. He's looking. There's pressure. Watson. It's Hauser on him. And the pass is intercepted! Intercepted! Gavin Tilley ripped that ball away! And the Mustangs have excellent field positioning. Gavin Tilley comes up clutch. And now the Stangs are threatening. Electric! absolutely electric. The Mustangs are doing nothing short of stampeding. Sarna at the bottom of your screen. He's got a one-on-one. Triban's going to run it. Triban's going to find a gap. Triban's going to break a tackle. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown number 3. The Mustangs have taken the lead. Oh my goodness. Greatness from Frankie Triban. A legacy game. The Mustangs are leading. What is going on? The Mustangs turned up the volume coming out of this overtime. Correction, halftime. And Gabo sails the extra point through the uprights. It's still the third quarter, and I am losing my voice. 20-0. Electric performances from the offense. Electric performances from the defense. And Frankie Triban is the answer. It's senior night here at the DAC, and these seniors are not going down without a fight. Gabo with the kick. Sails out to the 20. Returner is Vinny George. Vinny George hit hard. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Correction, it'll be the 33-yard line. Mustangs lead by 6. I said on the previous drive, Marco Rodriguez still had the lead. Now Marco Rodriguez is going against a lead. He's going against a crowd, and he's going against a Mustang defense. 3 wide receivers out. 1 running back. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to the flat. Adam Wong forces Jordan Ballard out of bounds. Two one-on-one matchups at the bottom of your screen. Rodriguez takes the snap, fakes the handoff, finds the tight end, and he keeps running. Michael Blount. He drives his feet into the ground and carries some Mustang defenders into the Mustang side of the field. Let's not forget, this Bishop Miege team can compete, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. They are hooking downfield. Now another fake handoff and another complete pass. Breaks free, and Bishop Miege answers right back. Taryn Jackson. Marco Rodriguez drops a dime to Taryn Jackson, and Bishop Miege ties the game. Luke Whitmore coming out in an attempt to secure the lead. 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Kick is almost blocked, but it is through. Bishop Miege steals that lead right back. 27-26. And I apologize to everyone watching, but I am speechless. What is going on? The Mustangs pop off, and Bishop Miege sails one for a 25-yard receiving touchdown. Taron Jackson got some speed. Now, Luke Whitmore out to kick. Looks like he'll hit it into the back of the end zone. Touchback. Anderson and company will start at the 20. And we've got music playing. We've got cheering from all around the stadium. Both student sections on their feet. This is football. Setting Tri-Band in motion. It'll be a QB keeper, Anderson. Anderson picks up a few yards. He'll get 3 yards, so 2nd and 7 on this next play. And I'd like to know the scores of these other 5A Kansas games because I'm sure none of them are as close as we are right now. Hand off to Tri-Band. Tri-Band gets some room and dives for extra yardage. Third and 3, Mustang. On a crucial 3rd and 3. Anderson takes the snap. Quick throw to Sarna. Incomplete. So Gene Weir has a tough decision to make on 4th down and 3. He will bring out the punt unit. Out to return. The previous touchdown scorer, Taron Jackson. The snap almost blocked, but it sails. Johnson calling for the fair catch. And out to the Miege 47, Marco Rodriguez will start. Now Rodriguez is in a more comfortable spot. He's got his lead. Still facing some noise. And this is still anyone's game. Benny George out there in the backfield. 3 receivers out, lots of one-on-one matchups. Sense a big play coming for Miege. It will be a quick pass, but dropped. Quick pass to Michael Blount. Can't quite complete it. Aiden Bolton is right in his face. That incomplete pass will result in the end of the third quarter. 26-27. Here we go. The band plays loud. The students cheer louder. And look out here for Gabe Watson, number 4. He just had an interception on a previous defensive drive. He's had a few tackle for losses and lots of regular tackles. He is showing up. Rodriguez takes the snap. Another quick pass. Rolled by Gabe Watson. Aaron Jackson made the completion, but Watson popped him to the ground. Big third down here for Bishop Miege. 4 yards to go. Mustangs rushing 4. Dropping all else back into coverage. Rodriguez hands it to Vinny George. Vinny George finds a seam and gets the first down. And we are gaining some serious traction in this live stream. Thank you, everyone that is tuning in for this incredible football game. Here's Rodriguez, an extra offensive lineman in there. Look for Vinny George here. And they will give it to George. He's got defenders in his face, but that doesn't stop him from gaining 5. Owen Perkins brings George down. Now Cam Rodriguez hands it to George again. George brought down quickly, but not before he gains a few yards on the play. 3rd and short. So 2 consecutive third downs for Bishop Miege. We'll see what happens here. 2 yards to go on this third down. Previous one, they ran it to Vinny George. Some extra discussion between Rodriguez and his boys. An extra lineman in. Rodriguez pushing his receivers out. And this almost certainly looks like a running play. It will be. They'll hand it to George. George faces the wall of defenders. Did he pick up that first down? We'll see the call from the referees. No, he did not. 4th down forced. But it is 4th and inches. Inches. Less than a yard to get that first down, and it looks like Coach John Holmes of Miege is going to keep his offense out there. Comes down to this. North stacking the box. They're looking for the run. They try to draw on offsides. They don't get it. Looking for the play, and timeout called. Gabe Watson signaling for that student section to get loud. So after the 4th down attempt to draw the Mustang defense offside is halted, a timeout's called to further discuss. if Miege is going to go for it or if they're going to try this field goal. Luke Whitmore, the kicker, has been on point all night. They're going to go for it. Marco Rodriguez. Vinny George. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff to George. Rodriguez runs through and gets the first down for the Stags. Out to the 20. They're crossing in to the red zone. And on a big 4th down play, on Holmes, cooks up a good double option. They'll give it to George now. George faces a lot of defenders, and he is yanked to the ground. Henry Hauser is too strong. Second and 11. It has been a hot minute since Miege has gone to the air here. I'd expect a pass, but we'll see. Here's the snap. It'll be a handoff to Vinny George. Vinny George has some running room. Gains some yardage. 3rd down and around 5 there. It will be 3rd down and 5. Yet again, another crucial play. Really, at this point in the game, everything's crucial. There's 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this game itself. Rodriguez, this time he wants to pass, and this time he is blown up in the backfield. Mustang defenders crashing down on 3rd down. Guess who comes up with the final tackle? Adam Wong, the senior. He leads the team in tackles this season, and he shows exactly why. Big sack, Adam Wong. Penalty on the offense, declined by the Mustangs, means it is 4th down and 10. Fourth and 10. And oh my, the Miege offense is staying on. They're not going to kick it. They are not going to kick the field goal. I'd expect Rodriguez to try to draw them off sides. He won't. He's going to go for it. He's got a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Stags. Jordan Ballard comes in clutch. Marco Rodriguez got popped on that play, but not before he threw a complete touchdown pass to Jordan Ballard. Here's the kick. In through the uprights. And because the extra point is good, it's 26-34. Make no mistake, viewers. It is still a 1-possession game. But the Mustangs are going to need a 2-point conversion if they want to tie this up. The more this game continues on, the more my voice is decimated. It's too much for me 3 men back to return for the Mustangs. Whitmore up to kick. He's sent every kickoff through the back of the end zone so far. We'll see what he does here. It won't. Sarna wants it. Sarna's running. Takes the outside angle, but is brought down at the 12-yard line. So Sarna's attempt at extending the play results in a loss of yardage from what it would have been. "88 yards between Blue Valley North and the end zone. 6 minutes and 23 seconds if the Mustangs want to make their way and tie this game. Aiden Augustus in the backfield. Frankie Triban in motion. They hand it to Augustus. Augustus finds the gap. Gets some yardage. Second and 6. And 2 one-on-one matchups, both at the top and the bottom of your screen. Look to them. They'll hand it to Triban on the outside run. Triban gets brought down for a loss of yardage. So now it's 3rd and 9. And all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted. Miege has got all the ground here. Time continues to tick on. 5 minutes and 20 seconds and counting till the end of this ball game. Anderson. Corner blitz coming in. Anderson wants to float it deep to Triban. Triban drops it! And no flag on the play. Triban is upset. After the loft downfield, a gutsy call from Gene Weir does not check out. And Weir is going to bring out his punting team. He is putting it all, gambling on his defense. And it's not that bad of a bet. The defense has been solid all night. Now the punt. Sails far. Fair catch called. Out to the Mustang 49. Miege just next to midfield. And everyone is still on their feet here at the DAC. Marco Rodriguez got a touchdown on a crucial 4th down last drive. Hands it to Vinny George, who is swallowed up. Braylon Johnson stops him. Henry Hauser got a piece of that tackle as well. This Mustang front line is strong. Miege has been running it to the outside all night because running down the middle is like running into a brick wall. Here's the snap. Rodriguez hands it to Vinny George, who is immediately tackled for a loss. Braylon Johnson forces a 3rd and 12. And this Mustang defense only rushing 4. They drop the rest into coverage. Rodriguez wants to pass. He's got pressure incoming. He does pass, and he completes it to his man. First down for the Stags. Number 2, Jeremiah Johnson, comes up big on 3rd and long. And over, it's a repeating script. Miege runs, and on 3rd and 4th down, Miege passes. Mustangs are going to need to find an answer if they want to stay in this game. 3 minutes and counting. They run it through the middle. Benny George breaks open for some room. Owen Perkins drags him down. Second and 7. Seven yards to go. And 3 receivers out there. And Vinny George in the backfield. He has been running all night. They're going to give it to him again, and he'll be stopped quick. Braylon Johnson and Henry Hauser falling on him. Another 3rd down, and the Mustangs have got to do something. Timeout called by the Mustangs. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. It is not looking good. One, not 2, but 3 turnovers for the Mustangs defense today. Can they do it again? Can they even get the stop here on 3rd down? They're gonna need it. Walking out there, Matthew Hennessy, Hunter Mayer, Gavin Dilly, Adam Wong, Aiden Bolton, Owen Perkins, Frank Hall, Braylon Johnson, Hampton Stites, and Ashton Morgan. They'll hand it to George. No, they won't. They'll hand it to the other running back, but nevertheless, he'll be brought down. Jaden McDaniel was the back. And all of a sudden, it's 4th down. The Mustangs. Here we go. Looks like Miege might attempt the field goal here. A field goal would almost certainly end the game if it is scored. And Luke Whitmore has not missed tonight except for on a blocked field goal by Henry Hauser. Here we go. And no field goal for the Stags. They're going to go for it on the 4th. I'd expect Marco Rodriguez to attempt to draw this defense off sides. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. He doesn't. Here we go. Frank Hall's in the backfield. Marco Rodriguez lofts it down and incomplete. Turnover on downs. Hunter Mayer, his last home game of the regular season, forces the incompletion. Blue Valley North will start out on their own 29-yard line. 71 yards to go. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. This drive is it. Anderson sets Triban in motion, fakes the handoff to Triban. He looks deep. Sorna! He's got Sorna! Sorna breaks a tackle! Sorna! Touchdown Mustangs! Oh my goodness! The Mustangs have scored! The fight song plays on the first play of the drive. The Mustangs strike back! And the 2-point conversion to decide the game. Here we go. Anderson takes the snap, rolls out, looks for Triban. Triban incomplete. The Mustangs do not get the 2-point conversion. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And this game is all but over. The Miege student section rocks as the 2-point conversion is forced incomplete by a Stag defender. It certainly isn't looking good. There is a scenario where the Mustangs could get the ball back. We've seen forced incompletions all night from the Mustangs defense. Benny George has fumbled. Marco Rodriguez has thrown an interception. Anything is possible. And let's not forget, Gabo Aguirre. Gabo Aguirre, I apologize. Gabo Aguirre is fully capable of kicking an onside kick. And that is certainly what we're lining up for here. The onside kick. In case it doesn't happen, back to return is Jordan Ballard. But the Mustangs stack the left side, the top of your screen. Gabriel Aguirre shows onside. Here we go. Aguirre kicks the offside and picked up by Miege. Incomplete. Unsuccessful onside kick attempt means that the defense will roll out. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And Triban standing on the sideline, motionless. Triban absolutely dismayed. He's had a career game today. Nothing to be upset about, but he is not happy. He stands completely still. Now Marco Rodriguez is going to go try to waste time. And it looks like this game is unfortunately over. The Bishop Miege sideline jumps up and down, waves their hands, and gets excited as they will advance to 1-6. What a dogfight this game was. Absolutely cannot play that down. Incredible performances from both teams here. Long passes, long rushes. Triban had an incredible game. And a flag is thrown for a late hit. A late flag as well for that late hit. And you absolutely cannot have that. Gabe Watson is furious, as if this is on a late hit, it'll end the game. It will be on the defense, meaning that this game is over. Boos erupt from the Mustang sideline as the flag came relatively late to the actual hit. Looks like based on the losses, the game isn't completely over yet, as the first down wasn't achieved. Still a tense atmosphere here. Strange discussion from the Stag offense. Time's not ticking. And now a knee will be taken. With 45 seconds and running. Will be running. Blue Valley North still had a timeout, actually. Not aware of that. But Blue Valley North will do the timeout. About 45 seconds will be frozen. And nothing less than a miracle would be required for North to be back in this ball game. An absolute thriller. Marco Rodriguez. Impressive game. Frankie Triban, even more. And Frankie Triban still standing on the sideline. Still. Rush. Don't get to him. Players shake hands. That should be the end of this game. As Stags still have one more down to play on. The delay of game would come at 3 seconds here. And they could take the turnover on downs to end this game. What a duel. Stags and the Stangs here. Haymakers. Both teams, touchdown-wise. And Bishop Miege takes a timeout to avoid the penalty, because they do have a 4th down play here. Clawing back from a 6-20 deficit, Mustangs put up 20 before anything happens on Stag's side of the field here. A record for this broadcast, 53 peak viewers. Correction, 55 peak viewers. We want to thank everyone that tuned in tonight. That's the most we've ever had. Best of the game, and this will likely be the last Blue Valley North Mustang broadcast for this season. Unless a close playoff home game would be scheduled, but likely not. So now, with that, the game is concluded. Final score, Bishop Miege 34, Blue Valley North 32. And what could have been is not. That was an incredible game to announce. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. You guys are all so important to this broadcast. I'm George Heastan with my cameraman, Bao. Hi. And we are checking out. Thank you.